Look at that. Issue 47 and 48. We're going to be doing a lot of cool things with this. Surprise, guys. This came in, and I'm getting ready to work on it. It's called the Ultimate Electronic Kit for, you guessed it, that's right, for Kitt. It's going to have a lot of cool things that we're going to be able to show you. All right. It's going to have all these listed here above. How amazing is that? And not only that, it comes with a manual that you can use on your cell phone. If you'd like to, you can go and use this scanner and do it at your own leisure at home, or you can pause as we go along. And I'm just going to show you a picture of how things are going to go. But just to give you an idea of what you have in store, let's take a look. Here's a snippet of everything that you're pretty much going to have in this video. Like I said, we are not going to be using the original wires. We're just going to show you a picture of it completed. But when we did it with all the electrical wires for Kitt and plugged it all in, it came out whitewashed. In other words, you couldn't even read the dash. It looked cheesy. But once I got a hold of Mike Lane Mods, man, they gave me something really cool. So I can't wait to show you in this video. Enjoy the ride. Let's get on down to the bend part for this book, which is 47. It's just going to be the little area here. Okay, what we're going to be working in this issue for 47 is we'll be positioning the wires for the brake pedal on the dashboard. So this will eventually get attached to the dashboard. Okay, so I have grabbed the cord marked D, okay, which has this little switch here. That's going to activate your brake lights. Okay, we're going to mount it on to this little bracket here. All right, once it gets mounted onto this little bracket, then you're going to screw it in to its little port, its little home. So there it have the whole thing. I put the screw in here, the clicker's here, and it works just fine. So far so good. Then you screw it in this way. Gives you instructions on how it's supposed to go in. I knew that everything has to go on the left, and I know this is the left, so I put it this way. All right, so that way it'll go through and do what it needs to do. Other than that, guys, that's it for steps 1, 2, and step 4 is where we're going to pull all those wires out that are for the dashboard, which I already did. So just so you know, the wires you have to pull out is going to be O, L, G, H, and J. However, the O1 here, okay, this O1 we're going to probably not be using, okay, because this goes into your monitors that are on the dash, and then the rest of these are going to be going into the speedometer and all that good jazz. Okay, so I got it all that out, but we're going to show you anyway through here how everything is going to go about. All right, so just hang in with us. Okay, so now we've already got one Mike Lane component in there, and that is our monitors and everything, and there's still instructions that are listed on here, so if you get stuck and you need to take it back out, you can use your QR code reader to get that. All right, this is going to be your little power cord, and if you didn't disconnect it, you did a smart thing, okay? Because you don't want to. All right, it says remove battery, and it gives you that no there and some instructions, okay? And then we have our cords. Now these are the ones that are going to get replaced and then put into the new board that are from this kit. All right, there might be some stuff you'll have to do to this monitor depending on when you got this, because I think they made some upgrades, so be ready for that. This is what the board looks like. Okay, this is everything of what it looks like, and I was never impressed with it. Now I did do one change on here to block out a lot of the light, but I was unsuccessful. It still whitewashed it. I don't like the fact that it just says 88 and then 888 and all that. Doesn't do what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to be taking out the panels along here. We got a lot of the panels here. We're going to be taking these all out again, and we're going to gut it. We're also going to take out the voice box. The voice box is going to get changed out. And we have a special gift for the dashboard that came in that allows us to even go more in depth with this dashboard. And I think you guys will be very impressed. So I would say hang on for that one, because I think you'll really like the finishing touch I'm about to put on this dashboard. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead, gut this all out again, and get it prepped and ready for the Mike Lane mods that we were about to embark on here. Of course, just as a little tidbit for you guys, we want you to know that we will be working on step 5, step 6, step 7, and step 8. And then later on, we'll come back and work on step 9. Then we're going to come to step 10, where we'll be able to put the lighting for the keypad assembly that's right behind the steering wheel. But once we get there, we're going to first apply all the Mike Lane mods within these stages. And if you're following along on the website, you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing. Okay, so check it out, guys. Now, I gutted it out. All right, I took out these little cheesy things here. I took them out. I took out the voice box. All right, took out the kit thing, and took this all out like it says. Okay, of course, with those steps, you don't have to take these out. Okay, you can just plug those cords in. Basically, you'll take H, and you're gonna take G, and you're gonna plug those into these little boxes here. Okay, but since we're not doing that, we're not gonna bother with it. Okay, we're not gonna bother with that, because we're gonna gut that out. And once you saw those pictures of the dashboard where it's all whited out, you're gonna be impressed with what I'm about to do here. Moving along real quick. Step 7 in the Mike Lane mods, when you're putting this together, is it says that we have to do the firmware update for our monitors that we installed. So that's going to be quite a bit of a step. It takes about 2 minutes, which we're not going to make you sit here and wait for that. We're going to go ahead and do that behind the camera. And what we're going to do is we're just going to basically upgrade it. It says it's a critical step. It only takes 2 minutes and must be performed before continuing with the installation. And this is only, folks, only if you purchase the Mike Lane dashboard monitors separately before June of 2024, which I did. Then you will need to perform a firmware upgrade on them to ensure capability with the Alpha Circuit Pro and to make use of the exciting new capabilities. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick little update for you here when you click on the thing. If you're using a MacBook, you're not going to be able to do the updates. It says that, please note, this updater currently only supports Windows 10 and 11 installations. So I'm going to have to go and grab my other computer, and we're going to have to knock that one out because it's got the Windows in it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for this video to shrink it down. I'm just going to show you. This is the little board that's going to be replacing these monitors here. This will be the lights that'll go behind it. This here is going to be our new scanner. All right, there's a whole new thing we got to do, so don't worry. And then we got some other little gizmos in here for the controller and everything, and some other little things that we're going to need to kind of spruce up our car here. Okay, so be unprepared for that. But what we're going to do is, because this is going to take a little while to download, and I want to make sure we get it right. So what I'm going to do is, behind the cameras, I'm going to go ahead and put it all together, and then I'll just basically show you guys what we did through the process. But if you don't want to see all that, it's fine. You can always fast forward through that. Whew. Okay, so a quick update on our download for the monitor. It's going to take a little bit longer than I need to, and I've decided that I think it's best that you guys just look on that link that's provided here on the box, okay, which is this. I think you guys should look there and follow that, because I might get you messed up and I don't want you guys to, have any issues. Now, I recommend for this portion of the video, you can pause it, use this little QR code here, okay? Look what they want you to do. Take your time, do it right, and then we'll meet back here, and then we'll carry on with step 10 and 11. Okay, so I got quite the mess here, guys. I found the cables. I also did the update on this, so I'm very excited. I even got a chance to see a brief second of this actually lighting up. That was kind of cool because I haven't seen that yet. And I had to pop out the old version. I did have to do this scraping of the far right and the far left like they asked. I kept in the red piece here because I don't see a replacement for it. But I just wanted you guys to see an update of how messy this can get. I am going to be working on this. I think these are the cables. So, like I said, we will give you like a quick little snippet too, so you can know all the steps of what we went through. So, without further ado, I'm going to go back behind the camera here and start getting everything prepped up, because we got some lights and all kinds of gizmos here to put in. Okay, so hang in there, guys. Okay, now what a wild ride that was. Oh man, it took me almost an hour to do this and figure it all out with the downloading and the updating and everything. And I don't even know if it's 100% sure yet, because it was one step and my computer didn't want to cooperate. But I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that everything went good. But this, my guys, is the dashboard thus far. All right, this is the dashboard thus far. And if you have the dashboard monitors already, you will have to take these two out. That's this one and this one. You'll need to take these two out, and then you're going to take that power cord that you used to update it. You'll take that one out. All right. For now, I don't think we need to do that just yet. Okay, because we need to finish up this dashboard. So we will save that for an individual video. I do promise you that there will be some upgrades to this dashboard, even more upgrades to make it even more high speed. So I would recommend that you guys hang in there, because I got some more in store for you. But I have my dashboard set up to where it's going to say 200 miles an hour with 70 RPMs over here. And then it's got another number of 0135, and all these kind of light up and everything. So this is going to be really cool, really great. I'm excited about it. There's a cable that goes to the scanner, cable that goes to the alpha keyboard or main board, and then another one that goes to the main board, which will then fire up all this. So storing all this and getting it through the car is going to be a bit of a task, but they do cover that in the mic lane stuff, and that stuff we'll do behind the scenes because it takes so long. All right, so what we're going to do is for step 10, we have to unscrew our keypad here. Now that's these two screws here, okay? And then we have our lights. They're going to go in here. That is done. We got to now take the lights for this, and then we're going to store them inside here. That's these little LEDs. We're going to store them in. So what I'm going to do is kind of just separate it, and then we're going to put them in, okay? Just like so. Okay? This is going to be very tricky, so because the way you want to put this in, okay? Because you don't want it to get damaged when you have to screw it in, okay? So of course with step 12 and 13, here's what we're going to do. Step 12, we put the screws in. 2 GPs and 2 APs. So AP, GP, GP, all right? That's kind of cool. Now, all that's sealed up, and then you're going to have to, you know, bring this down like this, because what we're about to do is screw it onto the dashboard, and that's going to require 2 more GP screws. So we're going to grab our little GP screws, get 2 of them, and they're going to screw in from this angle, okay? Once you do that, then it's completed, and then we'll show you what else we have done for 47. Okay, and there it is. It's in. We're good to go. All the lights are put into the keypads or the controllers. We got our dashboard in. Everything looks pretty snazzy. Everything's pretty much dressed up. We're good to go. Now, don't forget, we started off with just this here, and lucky us, we're good to go. All right, everything is good to go so far. Now, we didn't have to mess with this to do what we needed to do, so that's okay. Other than that, that completes stage 47. So we got some more surprises for you for this video, because we still have to do stage 48. So we're gonna knock out stage 48 for you, and if we got time, I'd like to add one more surprise to this video. But for now, we're going to skip on over to stage 40. We have a guy's stage 48 book just in case. And I want to give you a quick little look here on what we're going to do. What we're going to do today is basically we're going to grab our parts list. And this stage is the lower part of the dashboard panel. We're basically going to seal it all up, as you can see here. All right. And of course, here's all the parts for 48. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the wrap. So there it is, guys. I put all this in. All right. Then you have to put in this piece, which is, believe it or not, it is 48 Bravo. You put it in with a BP screw. Once you put that in, it's going to ask you to then go to step 3, where you're going to put this in. I was trying to figure out how it would work, but you can't, because what happens is this whole thing is all cluttered up with this motherboard in the way. So we're not going to be putting that in, so we're going to put that off to the side. So since step 4, we didn't need this, all right, we're going to bring our steering column here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it through the little hole here, all right? It's going to be a bit tricky. It's going to seem a little difficult, but you're going to finally get it to wiggle on through. Once it wiggles on through, it's going to rest in its little hole right here, just like so. Now that that is done, I'm going to move this off to the side just a little bit here. It's going to fit nice and snug right up in there. You're going to have your little clicker here, like your blinker and stuff, sitting on this side. So that's not too bad. All right, but we also have this here. And this here, we're going to hold it like this, and then we have our little box. Our little box is going to fit just like so. So now you have your little thing here, okay? And with that little thing, we're going to grab a BP screw, and we're going to screw it in right there. So I got a little BP screw right here ready to go. Look how crisp that looks. Oh boy, that looks really sweet, man. All right, so now that other piece, we're going to go over here to step 9. And going into step 9, you're going to need 2 more BP screws. And you're going to take these 2 and screw them in to this little gizmo over here. All right, so now that all that is done, we still have one more thing to do, which is where we flip this over. And once you flip that over, you're pretty much good to go. And we have our little steering wheel still loose. That's okay. And then we have our piece here. So you're going to turn over this assembly. You're going to also spin the other one. Then you're going to make sure that this fits nice and snug. All right up in there. Okay. So once it fits up nice and snug, all up in there, then we can move on to the next phase, which will be our next final step here for step 11 in this stage. is a bit tricky because we still have those updated pieces in there and everything. So we're going to work on that, and we're going to get it all lined up. But you're going to take these three screws, they're going to be BPs, and we're going to line them up. There's 3 points that you'll have to link up with. So be ready for it because it's going to be a little tricky, okay? Wow, guys. Okay. What a trip that was. So now that all that's in, here's everything looking pretty snazzy. I got all my BP screws taken care of. There's these GP screws we got a little left over, but that's okay. We're supposed to have spares. But as promised, I do have a little cool surprise for this dashboard, considering that we pretty much got everything all sealed up and good to go. Now, I don't know what we're going to do here, so there must be something else that we can put there to kind of block that out, because I don't think we're supposed to see all that. But I'll find some way to cover that up. I'm pretty sure there's a way. All right. But other than that, here's the dashboard. It's all in there. Steering wheel and everything. Everything's good to go. So as I promised, I am going to show you guys the uh, the awesome part of this, which is basically you're gonna love it, guys. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut and I'm gonna show it. Right, and of course, since this has a Mike Lane mods done to it in this mod, there's one thing that I do have to say is a big thanks to this guy, and he also says thanks for buying his products. So it's pretty cool. I also have a little tidbit here. He's got this that you can do if you would like. Once you get this, I would recommend it. It seems pretty cool, Gets this guy out there, and maybe he can bring back those Ecto 1 mods. There's four of them that really waiting for him to come back with those. But without further ado, I promised you one cool thing that we're going to do to this dashboard. And there it is, guys. Look at that. Dashboard grills. This is going to make our dashboard go from this to having these. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and install these. There we have it, guys. The 3M tape is on. You just got to remember, these are very fragile. Once you're ready to place it in and you're good to go, you'll peel back this brown sheet. It'll reveal a sticky. Once you take that sticky, then you're going to take it and place it into place. All right. So we're going to do the same thing for the middle half. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think we can do it. And then once we knock that out, we're going to be good to go. Okay, so we used all the stickies and everything, and we were able to fit everything on. Boy, does this look nice, guys. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. I mean, that's phenomenal, guys. I got a little bit of dust on there from what I was doing, but I think this looks really good, guys. With the dashboard, with the grills in there, it really looks more like a real car now for the dashboard. So I'm very impressed with that. And once again, we're doing the dashboard grills, and I still would like to say thanks to Mike Lane Mods for providing these awesome adds to the vehicle, which makes our dashboard look a hell of a lot more realistic, and I'm very impressed with that. So I would like to, just leave on a good note with this, and let you guys know that pretty much completes everything that we needed to do for 47 and 48. Other than that, guys, I'm going to move on and cut you guys loose. I just want to say once again, guys, thank you so much for being on our channel. Thank you so much for taking a look at us here. And I hope to see you guys soon. Other than that, I got to get going. So you guys out there, keep on modeling, and I'll see you on our next adventure here with Bill the Night Rider.